Does your partner stink? Do you sometimes stink? Of course you do. That's why we're big fans of the MaxxAir Fan Deluxe. It's got 10 fan speeds, thermostat, and rain shield built in. It's got intake and exhaust for all your exiting stench. And also a manual opening lid. And man, you'll want to open it.
All fart jokes aside, in today's video we're going to show you how we install our MaxxAir Fan Deluxe 6200X in our Skoolie conversion. First order of business was to find out where exactly in our floor plan we wanted to install our fan. We came to the conclusion that we wanted it central to the living area and the kitchen area, so with the intake and exhaust feature we can get some fresh air moving in or get that hot steamy cooking air vented out.
And of course we had to make sure that we missed and avoided any structural cross members. We made a 14 by 14 cardboard template and placed it on the inside of the roof, tracing it with the pencil, drilling some holes, and then we went on top and had our perfect placeholders so we knew where to cut on top of the bus.
Quiet on the set.
Yeah, you guys. Somebody worked duty on our panel.
Oh my god.
It's a massive bird.
Now you're going to want to measure twice to make sure that where you're marking your cardboard is where you're going to want to make a cut, because you only get one cut. Once we got our cut mapped up, then use the cutoff disc to make our final cut. Now you can also use a jigsaw or a multi-tool, but we had a grinder laying around and that's what we used. But a pro tip, go back and drill out the corners with a little bigger drill bit so that way you get a nice radius cut, which is hard to do with the cutoff disc.
Wow, that's kind of stressful.
Nerve-wracking?
Not really. Helps I do this for a living. Now we're committed. For sure.
Don't forget to clean up and deburr your edges. We use a flap disc. You can also use a file or sandpaper, and then threw some paint on all the bare metal edges.
This is the only paintbrush we had, don't judge. Make sure our flange that mounts the actual fan fits in our hole, our 14 by 14 hole to be specific, and it fits perfect. And so now we're going to start drilling holes, screwing it down, and continuing to install.
So obviously with this big new hole in our roof, we wanted to make sure that we are going to be as protected from any leaks, water, snow, ice, bird poop as possible. So we are doing
Beetle tape. That's all I gotta say about that.
beetle tape. So we're putting beetle tape along the edges of the flange.
Oh, I cut it too short.
We have used beetle tape before. It's a lot easier to use when it is cold outside, just because it's more like a putty consistency.
It's too hot out and it's been sitting in the sun. It doesn't like to peel from the paper that it comes with.
We learned this when we were doing our windows.
Yeah, that was trial and error for sure.
And then to be super, super careful, we're gonna be adding lap sealant. Let me show you the bald guy. I don't know who he is,
Not to move snaking with Mr. Clean.
but he comes highly recommended. Can you see? See? He looks trustworthy.
Everybody else. It's very important to put these clips towards the sides of the bus. If you do these towards the front and the rear, your fan will be sideways.
Crooked. The fan came with 3 sets of screws. Screws for the flange to the roof, vent fan to the flange, and interior trim piece to the roof.
If you're going into a metal roof, they are not self-tappers, so you will have to pre-drill all 16 holes for the mounting flange to the roof itself.
The exhaust needs to be facing the rearward of the bus.
Yep.
Put the fan all the way up so that way it exposes these screw holes. Fish the wires through the hole first. Plop her in.
You took that literally.
So gracefully. We're supposed to go
On the outside?
on the outside.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. You do it right. It works. That wraps up yet another bus project.
Another bus project.
It's freaking cold out
Oh, we
here.
did it. You're a fan.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for being our big.